I would now like to address something that concerns many people, the issue of privacy. Privacy concerns on social media, on Facebook in particular. There are many people who are joining for the first time. They worry about the information they share. Who is going to see that information and how is it going to be used? So this is something I want to talk about. There may be worries like, who is seeing my information? Will someone steal my personal identity information? Well, let's go to Facebook itself and look at some privacy settings. Okay, so this is my personal profile. We're back to my personal profile. What I want us to do is to understand some basic privacy settings. For example, when you create a post, for let's say I say I am enjoying my work, which I am actually, love my work. I'm enjoying my work. I can post this. I can click here, post right away. But before I post, there's this button here which says friends. This one is showing me the privacy settings. Who should see this post that I'm creating? So I can click on it to see what options are there. Who can see this? There's public, which means anyone on or off Facebook can see it. If I click there, then I click post, then anyone can see it. Or if I click only friends, then only people who are connected to me on Facebook are going to see my post. There are other options down here. Let's see. It says friends except acquaintances. So if you have a long list of friends, you can divide them into friends and acquaintances, depending on how close you are. Because on Facebook, you can have up to 5,000 friends. And it normally happens that, well, not everybody will really be your friend. Some of them are acquaintances and associates. So you might want to differentiate. And maybe there's a personal message you only want to share with your friends, like friends who are actual friends in real life, not just on Facebook. So you can decide to click on this one. Or you can decide that this post should only be seen by you. Then you click here. Sometimes I do this when I'm trying to just maybe I'm trying to upload something to Facebook, like a picture, which I don't want to share with everybody else, but it's just a way of storing it. Because in the past, I've experienced a situation where I've lost photos on my phone. But if I do this, I post only to myself a picture, then Facebook becomes like a storage place for me. So this can be used in that manner, or you can find another way of using it. Another way is I can post just to, there's a custom. Let's click on custom. You can decide. So you can say share with these people or lists. So you can decide, you can add some names here of people who you should see this list, friends of friends. You can even say don't share with these people or lists. Maybe there's some people you want to share something, you don't want them to see. You can add their names here, then they won't see that post. That's very nice. So there are those details. Or what's the other option? Acquaintances only, not friends, or family only, or people who you went to, maybe the people you went to together with at the university or at your school or another organization or some kind of classification. Let's say maybe church members, if you have a list of church members. So you can decide that, okay, this post will only make sense to this group of people. So then you can decide. So this is about privacy settings. Okay, click there. Okay, I'll discard this post. I don't really want to post. Now let's answer another question. The people you are not connected to or people in the public, how much information can they see about you? Let's go to my profile picture, my profile page. This is my profile. You can check how much information is available publicly by going here. Let's check under activity, view activity log. Let's come here where there are these three dots. Okay, good. This is where the setting is, which I'm looking for. It says view as. So I can click here, view as. This is a privacy setting. So view as brings you, look at this thing in black here. It says this is what your profile looks like to the public. Okay, so someone who is not even connected to you or who is not connected on Facebook, if they search for you, this is the information they'll find. So if you search for me, this is the information you'll be able to see. So let's go down to see just how much of my personal information is available publicly. So here my introduction is there, where I work is there, shows I'm married, a brief profile about myself, some of my pictures, my cover photo, of course, my photo, and okay, there's some of my photos and the people that I'm connected to. So Facebook makes this information public. Now, here is another thing. I have sometimes when I'm posting certain things, I make them public deliberately. So these posts like these are being shown to everyone. So even if someone is not connected to me, they'll be able to see all this. Sometimes I do this deliberately, sometimes it's not deliberate. But there are many other things I've posted, not just these. But a person who's just a member of the public, who's not connected to me, will not be able to see those things. Here's what I'm talking about. Let's go back to my profile. This is now my profile, not just see this. For example, let me show you. This is what I've actually posted. I posted this, but look at the setting there, only showing to friends. But if you check how my public profile looks, it doesn't show that post which I just posted about that book being free because of the privacy settings. Here it's only for friends. So someone who's viewing it as a member of the public will not see that post. But what if I've changed my mind and I've decided I don't want anyone to see this post as well? Only my friends should see it. So I can go back to my personal profile. Let's see if I can find that particular post and hide it and say only my personal friends should be able to see this one. Okay, there it is. If you notice this particular post, it appears here on my on the public page. It says get paid blogging about parenting for mommy bloggers. I deliberately made this available to the public. You see this privacy setting here? This particular post is available to the public. What if I no longer want to share it with the public? What can I do? I can just click here, change the settings. I can change the settings and say only my friends should see this. So it has changed the settings. So let's go back to the public view. Let me refresh this to see if it has hidden that post because I've changed my mind. Maybe I wanted to share it with the public, but I've changed my mind. I don't want to share it with the public anymore. See, it's no longer there. It's been hidden because this is available to the public. Okay, what other privacy settings are there? You can go here. Okay, let me close this preview. Let's go here. Click there. Let's go down. Let's go down, down, down where it says settings. Let's go to settings. Under your profile, you can go to settings. There's this tab, there's general, there's security, and then there's privacy. Let's click on privacy. There's privacy settings. It says who can see my stuff, who can see your future posts, who should see your future posts. You can change here. You can say only my friends should see. So this is my personal setting. Or if I want, I can say the public, anyone on or off Facebook can see. But I choose to make it only my friends. Okay. It says, remember, this is the same setting you find right where you post. Yes, it's the one. Remember where we posted? When I was just posting, Facebook is reminding me that this same setting is available here. When I post, this is the one. It's available here, or I can set it from here. Then it also says review all posts and things you're tagged in. Some people like when they tag you, it means that post will show up on your timeline. It's not you who has posted it, but it will appear on your timeline. For me, I've restricted this. I don't want people tagging in their posts anyhow. Sometimes they will tag you in very useless things. Yeah, no, I don't like that. So I restrict that on my privacy. Limit the audience for posts you've shared with friends or public. So things maybe you posted a long time ago, you posted them to the public. Now you want to change that. You've changed your mind. You can say limit all posts. So maybe you had shared something in the past to the public and now you've changed your mind. So you can limit the audience for old posts on your timeline. Okay. Here's another thing. Who can contact me? Who who can send you friend requests? Me, only the friends of my friends can send me friend requests. I really wish there was another option for this. Sorry. But there are only two options right now. Either everyone, you can say everyone, or only friends of friends. So someone has to be connected to someone who I'm already friends with on Facebook for them to connect to me, for them to be able to send me a friend request. Who can look me up? Can somebody just go to Facebook and search for you? Well, it depends on your settings. Who can look me up using my email address? They're also blocking. Maybe there are certain people you don't want them to ever contact you on Facebook. You can block them out there. So please go through all these privacy settings. Now, what I wanted to say is this. When you scroll down at the bottom, at the very bottom of the page of Facebook, it says privacy terms, advertising, ad choices, cookies, and more. So you can click on privacy if you are one of those very, very few people who actually reads these long legal documents. You can go and find out about privacy policies that Facebook has. What kind of information do we collect? It's telling you about the information that Facebook collects. Now, I want to talk about something else, but the same privacy. Let me open a private browser here. Let me search for myself. I want to illustrate something about privacy online. Susan Mwenda. Okay, I'm just searching for myself here. Let's see what happens. So, okay, very good. Susan Mwenda profiles on Facebook. So remember, I'm not signed into anything here. So I'm just viewing the way anyone would view me. Maybe they've gone to the internet cafe, or they're using their private phone, private browser. So this is what will come up. Let's check this out. Those are my pictures. Yeah. So Susan Mwenda profiles. Oh, Facebook. Security check. Oh, yeah. So Facebook thinks I'm a robot. They're checking me out. So FA, I don't know why I failed this thing so many times. HI4S. This is a security check. Let's hope I pass. Oh, perfect. So remember, look at this. I'm not logged in. So I'm just searching the way anyone would search. Let's say I search for Facebook, Susan Mwenda. Look at all these profiles that come up. I'm trying to show you how much privacy do you really have online. This is Susan Mwenda. Susan Mwenda. Susan Mwenda. The picture is there. The name is there. So this information is publicly available. So your name and your profile picture are publicly available. In that dummy account which I created, I didn't add a profile picture. Some people choose not to use a profile picture, but then if you want to connect with so many people on Facebook, they won't be able to recognize you. But some still decide they won't use their personal profile as a way of protecting their privacy. It's really up to you what you want. What I'm trying to illustrate is to see how much of the information you give Facebook is publicly available online. And I'm using these examples. I've searched for my name, Susan Mwenda, but there are all these other Susan Mwendas. The name is there, the pictures are there. So even in all my explanations where I'm going through the process of creating accounts, you notice there are certain names which I've left public because that information is available publicly, but others have blared them out to protect their privacy because that particular information is not available publicly. So I'm trying to respect their privacy settings. I hope that makes sense. Okay, let's go down. You see how many Susan? Ish, there's so many Susan Mwendas, huh? Let's look. All these. So you see, like this one, she hasn't used a profile picture. She just used some words. Even this, even this. This other one. This one has no profile picture. No profile picture. Wow, so many Susan Mwendas without profile pictures. I can tell you, I'm not one of these. The other one is in Tanzania. Okay, let's check up the next page. Come on, Facebook. I'm not a robot. They keep on saying security check. I really must check my antivirus. There's something going funny here. Okay. I hope I've passed that security check. Submit. maybe my activity is suspicious. Finally, that's when my profile shows up. There's so many Susan Mwenders. So anyone who searches for me on Facebook in particular, so your name and your profile picture definitely can be seen by almost anyone. So these are the other Susan Mwenders. Okay, Susan Mwenda, Susan Mwenda. Okay. Anyway, I think it's a good thing about it Blongot. I guess that differentiates me a little bit. Okay, so let's go back to my, this is a privacy policy. You can go through it if you're so concerned about privacy, but really you just need to make sure when you're posting, you decide who it should go to, and then also make full use of these privacy settings. Under settings there, when you go to your profile, there's that drop down, you click on it and then go to settings like we did, and then go on privacy, change some privacy settings. So just make sure if you want to be, if you're concerned about privacy, you can go ahead and make some changes that you're happy with. Okay, so this is what I wanted to share about Facebook and privacy. I hope that that gives a general guidance, but you can learn more about this topic reading the privacy policy, and also you can even Google about Facebook privacy to see the area that you are concerned about. Because what I've done really is just a general overview about privacy on Facebook. So as long as you're an internet user, you've shared some things on internet. In fact, let me show you something where I had searched for myself here, Susan Reminder. Okay, here's an interesting thing for you. Go to Google right now and Google yourself. Yes, that's a quick way to know how much of your personal information is there online. For example, my LinkedIn profile, I've decided to make it public. That's fine. I also have a personal page. Google doesn't know it yet, it's quite new. And I also have, interesting. Kwacha Lelo has got a video on me. Yeah, this is very interesting. As long as you've uploaded your personal information online somewhere, it's very likely that some of it is visible. The quickest way is just to Google yourself and you'll see how much of your personal information is available online. If you're not comfortable with it, you have to find a way of now getting rid of it. This is my profile on LinkedIn. Even if you're not connected to me, you'll be able to see this information. So in this one, I've deliberately kept it like this. So that's Susan Mwenda Mlongoti on LinkedIn. You can see the articles I've published. I write a lot. I've got more than 70 blogs on LinkedIn. Summary of what I do. All this I had to decide about the privacy. So each social media networking platform has got privacy settings. If I want, I can go and hide all this information and say, hey, LinkedIn, you know what? I've changed my mind. I don't want anyone to be able to see all these details about me. But I've decided to make this kind of information public. Susan Mwenda Mlongoti on YouTube. Kwacha Lelo has got a video about me. Interesting. Okay. I had an interview with these guys. They interviewed me for their website. So yes, Google yourself. That should be a fun thing for you to do. So go ahead, Google yourself just to see how much information is available about you personally online. Okay, let me end here about privacy.